I've got a gift.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I've got it. So, I guess.
What are we today, sir?
Safari all cars, isn't it?
All right.
I could say it in so many normal ways, like, hey Adrian, today we're turning this TT into an off-road car. Because obviously everyone got tired of breaking their rims every other day or snapping suspension arms, so we thought, maybe we're gonna have some more sidewall, yeah?
We're gonna have our first beep of the video in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, TT, it's gonna be off-road. I don't have much time to film it, I'm gonna try my best. So we're gonna start off with making some clearance.
TT is going up in the world.
Yeah.
So, you know what?
You like big tires and cannot lie?
Yeah, I mean, you just said it. Like, we spent way too much time together. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to start the day from. Well, we need to mock it up, so we need to do some cutting in the first place to be able to fit it. Because now, the rim and the tire are slightly bigger than the arch itself. Just as a note, it's not on the ground, it's just sitting on the jack, like about 30 millimeters off the ground. Anyways, yeah, so tune in and you will see what happens next. I'll just clean it up with the flap disc and...
I think that's a bit rusted.
Yeah, but above it isn't. So this was technically the part we don't really need. I'll get rid of this, I'll get rid of the side skewed bit, and we can try the wheel on.
Okay.
Which is actually quite exciting, I'm not gonna lie.
Good luck. Give me a shot when you're there.
Yeah.
A few minutes later.
Just have a look. That's roughly where we're gonna be at. So, from what we have planned so far, the front wheels will move forward a little bit. So we'll just modify the suspension and the whole front suspension geometry just to push them forward. That will allow us to actually turn both ways, which is nice to have. But
Extra feature.
Yeah, but that's, for now, this is, I think this is where they actually will end.
A subscription, 20 quid a month. For turning both ways.
That's why I want to do it, right?
Makes
So we
it
actually
bonus.
can. So the first time we bolted in before cutting everything out, it will be a car that rolls forwards and backwards.
That's about it.
That's about it, yeah. You name it. Yeah, that's about it.
But before we can even roll it back and forth, we need to measure out exactly what kind of spacer we will need to clear out some of the suspension components to be able to mount the wheel in the first place. Welcome back. So last time we left you off with Bob measuring up the amount of space we need to clear everything. We ended up with 30 mil spacers. Standard piece, quite lovely job. And now that we have them, we will be able to actually mount up the wheels, but they're off to be powder coated in a lovely color. Maybe I'll pull up a photo here, or maybe not, we'll see. Anyway, spacers. The reason we need them is because otherwise our new tire will come into contact with pretty much everything in here, because this car was never designed for 30-inch tires. And so 30 mm of spacing out will help us to clear anything that we cannot remove, because some things, like the arch, bit of the side skirt, bits of the front bumper, easily removable. Things like the chassis and suspension components, not so easily removable, at least not in the time frame we have. So now I'll hand it over to Bob to do what he does best and make all the clearances needed, and then we're gonna play with the suspension, hopefully, and then we will hopefully show you how the wheel mounts up once it's back from powder coating, which will be in about a minute of video, thanks to magic of editing, and probably about 2 or so days for us.
Okay, and the rest we'll take out when the wheel is off. But for now, that's everything I needed to cut out before we put the last pieces of the bumper on. Because we still need to put these on, square them off, find our angle, and then make the last triangular piece, and we go good.
Woohoo!
Woo! In the chase of getting ourselves a little bit more space to turn the wheels, we're going to be moving the entire ball joint on this side forward to about here. This will extend the wheelbase of the car. We will have slightly better tank angle for well, any obstacles we might, like potholes. We've mentioned that at the beginning. And like obviously this is our limitation, the plastic panels around. We could get rid of them, but being completely honest, they do the job and they're not in our way. So anyways, you will see the bumper in a minute. It's happening right there. That will explain everything. But yeah, we're just gonna get back to it. Woohoo! No, no, not yet. Not yet. This might do it for now. Yeah.
It's pushing it a bit out as well.
No, this like, because that's the camber setup.
Yeah.
But just for the sake of having it in right spot, I might, like I'll put a nut on it, like a nice one, no nylock, no nothing, just for the sake of holding it for the time of mocking up and so it doesn't move around.
What size is it? 10, 8?
It looks M10-ish.
Just grab an M10.
For the sake of measuring, that's good enough.
And that's how we hit the first hurdle of the project. Powder coating didn't take 2 days, it took over 2 weeks since the powder coater's blaster was broken. They couldn't blast the wheels, so they couldn't powder coat them. So we didn't get them back when we thought we were gonna get them, stalling the progress on suspension bits. That means this video ends here, and in the next one you will see how we created other parts of the car.